Oh, morning. Bit morning. Shit. Back to it. Back to it like we never fucking left. Yo. Wanna check out this new Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer? And I know Asmund fucking dropped a video about it and I feel to watch it, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. Nah, I think I should. I like his takes. Shit. One of them. So we gonna cut. Shit. Boom. With Howie. Shit. What's this saying then? Oh shit. Take that back a little bit. Cinematic trailer where it demonstrates some of the abilities that you should be able to have. I serve God.
All I have ever known in my life, I will end.
I don't know if that's too quiet.
Our customs, my family.
My family.
Burns in the name of unification.
Hegemony. Pedaga muero.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the
The
sea.
sea. Yeah.
The ocean's filled with new ships.
That's an old quote, that right there.
Greed.
Shit. Frog in the well knows nothing of the sea, man. Shit. Need to see the world beyond your village.
And you, will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see?
And we must look for it together. We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Dude, that like the way in dark skinned Japanese people, man. You ain't never seen an anime before? The other Edo. The fuck is the music?
I said, who
Do you serve? Full circle. Back to the beginning.
We are the shadows.
That served the light.
Hidden blade. that goes sideways, yeah. Why? Good. What did Asmund say? I didn't watch this. It must have fucking played by itself while I was making food.
Alright, so I've had a lot of people talk about this, and like people have been posting about it a lot. Yeah, this is, oh, here's one right here. Well, I'll watch the trailer first and I'll create my own opinion.
Just watch this.
It's somewhere around there. Apparently this black guy, like this is Yasuk. I don't look. I don't know a lot about Japanese, like, when was this? This was like the 1800s, right? I'm pretty sure like early 1800s, somewhere around there. I don't really say, was it 1600s? Okay, yeah, I don't remember exactly. Because I remember, like the Nobunaga, who was like the guy who this guy served.
Oda
the reason
Nobunaga.
why, like, one big thing with him is he used like guns and like his armies.
16th century, that's 1500.
He used it with like bow and arrows too. And so like there's like an element of this that's like attached to realism and like to something that actually happened. He wasn't a samurai. Yeah, like I'll tell you this, right, is I've read things about this, I've heard things about this, I watched like a documentary about like this time period even. This guy was never even mentioned. Like, it never even got mentioned once, right? Like, I had no idea this guy even existed until, what do you call it? And until this game got
wow. Lila Brace, 98. Welcome to the madness.
Literally no one in
thanks for the follow. Welcome in.
So you have Yasuk, but there's not a single mention of Nobunaga.
Welcome to the Army of Shadows.
Seems weird or off. I think that there clearly is, right? I mean,
is this
like,
too loud or?
I mean, I would say like this kind of indicates. I mean, I bet that's him. Like,
if I had to say, hola, buenos dias. Buenos dias, mamacita.
Wrong.
Hola.
If I had to guess, that's it.
What's up? What's up? Yo, how you today?
First look at the new Assassin's Creed
game.
Just checking out some of the info around this new game coming out. I just wanted to check out the trailer to the new Assassin's Creed game, but I know there's commentary around it, and like more than likely Asmongold's the place to go for like the commentary. There's like the hard facts, if you know what I mean. How's your day going? What are you up to?
One male, just like Odyssey. We're gonna be using Neo. I hope I said that right. A female Japanese character. Yeah. And for the male character, they're gonna be using Yasuke. Now, I'm annoyed because they're using Yasuke, and I'm gonna tell you why. Yasuke is what they want to say is the first black Japanese samurai, when in all actuality, he was not even a samurai. He was a retainer, so he wasn't even a full-blown samurai. And for all of the characters they could have used for Japan, all these kind of different people they could have picked from, they picked Yasuke.
Who's the equivalent of a god and not a knight?
Because he's black.
Obviously.
So in context, that doesn't matter to me. Because in all the Assassin's Creed games, every single character has been of some kind of different race and nationality. So that doesn't matter to me. That's fine. But you have to understand what day and age we're in. You have to understand the kind of social shit that they want to try to get across in these
games. I nearly spot a bit though, you know.
A Japanese man in a game based in Japan, like they did with the other Assassin's Creed games. Altair, he was an Arab, obviously. One of my favorites, Connor.
Altair
he was Native American. That was fine. And the most famous of them all, Ezio Auditore
La Firenze.
So why in all those games would you have a character representative of the region they're from? But in this game, you want to demote a Japanese man and then use Yasuke. I understand why. We know why, but they're not going to tell you why. Because if you
I've been trying to, you know, I've been like, what you call it? I missed Monday and Tuesday, but I streamed yesterday. I know last week I was streaming like a lot. You know what I mean?
They did this for
like I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. Like yes, the short answer is yes, but sometimes I miss days. What you call it? I don't really stream Sundays though.
It's a story about a black guy and a girl. Like that's just probably not the way it was. And it's like, it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah. It's like, you know, for example, because I was thinking about this.
What brought you in? How'd you find the stream?
It's like Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Like, why did people, like, because I don't know, like, how much different really is that versus this? It's hard really to say, because I was typing out too, that's a fair point. There are better choices. Yeah, and it's just like, Here's the problem with like
Give me
something
one
like
sec.
this. This is where I come from with this. Very different era though. Yeah, that's true. Is that whenever I see like a game that comes out and it has, you know, this is feudal Japan and like the main character is a black guy and a girl.
Trying to keep the windows
immediately,
open,
like,
man. Can't
there's
fucking
like
breathe.
no escapism that this can provide because the entire
Fucking too much
story
noise
is built
outside,
on
though.
the foundation of trying to appeal to a quote.
I'm
modern
from
audience.
Liverpool. I'm from like
Like,
England,
that's the
but
way
in
that
the
I see
north.
it, is like whenever I look at something like this, I don't
Where
view
you
this
from?
as like an authentic
Lila
like, piece of
Grace.
fiction.
I'm
I
expecting
don't
like
view it as a,
Spanish.
you know, like
Is that?
you know,
I'm
it's
not
not
sure.
historical.
Lila. Nice name,
It's
though.
just like kind of fan fiction in a way.
Yeah, I like it.
And so not appeal to, but influence. Well, either way, right? Whatever you want to call it. I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
argue, like,
Merry
what
old
word one
England.
uses, but
But north.
just overall,
It's a
like,
grim north.
like if I was a Japanese person, I would probably be kind of annoyed by this.
Why
I'm
do I
not,
sound
so, like,
funny?
I don't
Everyone
really,
says
like,
my
I mean,
accent's
I don't, like,
crazy.
what the fuck does my opinion matter, right?
And it constantly
But,
changes.
the truth is that that's the way I see it. Whenever I see a game that gets released and it has something like this, I just immediately don't take it seriously.
Same.
Because it's just that I think I just assume it's fake. Like it's just some bullshit, fake
Yeah,
bullshit.
unimmersive.
That's it. I mean, you should care about appeal and influence because the idea is to indeed influence. Yeah, but everybody also has the right to influence people how they choose because everybody has the right to expression, even if you disagree with them. Just like we do whenever we're talking about it right now. All art is bullshit and fake. Yeah, you're right. It is all bullshit and fake. But there's something that's like a willing suspension of disbelief. And I think that really, I don't really get
He makes
that with
certain
this game
points and he
because
says it
it's
like
just
a robot. He's like willing
so in your
suspension of
face, and it just
disbelief.
seems
Yeah,
like
the way he says that shit, like, it sounds like it's
there's
on
no
point
way
what he's
this was
saying, but
done
it's like
without like
it's like an
this
AI
was
said it.
done very clearly because of like the race and gender of the characters. Like
Yeah.
that's why it's like this. It's forced, yeah. And like I see that, and it's just like, okay, this is just
Not interested.
I gotta take it that seriously, you know?
Mm.
Breaks immersion, it's too blatant, yeah.
Yeah, breaks
Any other
immersion.
reason Why you would have a Assassin's
Blatant
Creed game
bullshit that
By
breaks
the way,
immersion.
this is important. Somebody mentioned this in chat. The game's good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Like, people still play the game if it's good.
Serious.
Like if the game's genuinely good, has great gameplay, people still play it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
to Japan, which we've been clamoring for since the beginning of Assassin's
You would
Creed,
assume that,
and then have
you know,
the
yeah.
main protagonist that is a male be black. I see that and I'm like, there's no other reason than I want claps for it. There's no other reason. And I'm an Assassin's Creed fan. I've played every game. I love every game. And one of my favorite characters is actually Cassandra from Odyssey. So nobody can sit here and say I don't like women.
Touching
or I don't
Odyssey
like
with a
diverse people or
stick.
whatever. When one of my favorite characters is diverse. Hell, Connor Kenway and Hatham
It's not about hating women or like thinking the diversity is bad. It's that whenever you try to tell a story,
Virtue signaling.
like
Virtue signaling
it's
just
like
feels
with,
like bullshit.
especially, and this is the case with like, I would say like
You know,
more
what's your
realistic
hobbies?
fantasy. There's not.
I used to
a real
skateboard once
situation
upon
where,
a
like,
time.
woman is gonna be able to, like,
I
beat
used to
3
draw
guys
once
as an
upon a
assassin.
time. I stopped both of them.
It's just not real. Everybody knows
Do
it's
bits
not
of game design.
And so
Been
it just
working on
seems
like
silly.
few stories
And like it
that I
makes
wanna
sense in
adapt
games
into
like,
games and other
like
stuff.
WoW, because you
Um,
have like magic or like, you know, she's
games
an archer
more,
or something like
yeah.
that. For sure.
I'm into computer games
But
and
like
stuff.
if you're talking about actually
Yeah,
like
what else?
physical hand
Music.
to hand,
I like making
prowess in
music,
combat,
but
there's no
I'm not
way.
that good at it. I don't
Cleansing women
think.
settings, yeah,
Okay.
come on, like what are we
I'm
talking
gonna try to
about
get
here?
better. Need to learn how to play piano and keyboard. Need to learn music theory so I can get better at like music production.
The reason is I see straight through this bullshit.
And I need to
know
get back to
exactly why they
drawing.
picked this character. It's
I need to
annoying.
draw
That's like
more.
if Ghost of Tsushima, instead of using Jin, they use a white dude. People would be like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
This doesn't make any sense to me. It's stupid.
You didn't do
I know
that with
exactly
Neo
why
though.
you're doing it. I see straight through it.
Was it
It's
Neo?
annoying. It's pandering.
Something like
It
that.
doesn't do anything for me but piss me off.
People say Laura Croft. Yeah. A lot of people that use like examples of other characters, like they have things like Laura Croft is shooting people with a gun. Do you see kind of like what the difference is?
History, the time period.
So like that's the way it makes sense, but like I'm saying in like physical combat. In physical combat, there's not a realistic situation where you know, any guy who's like even partially trained at all to be like a fighter is
I'm
gonna
alright.
lose to some girl. Like,
I
it's
do a
just
lot of
probably
my
not gonna happen.
artwork
Like,
myself.
let's be honest here. And
What
so,
you call it?
whenever I see this happen,
I can use
in games and it's
Canva
done this
and I
way,
know how to
it
use
just
AI.
seems like bullshit to
So
me.
like
I
using
think
AI art
obviously this
generators,
character and the
that's
game
what I mean.
exists
I
as
don't
way
really need
to
a graphics
spread some
designer.
sort of,
Plus,
you know, like
I was
diversity
doing
message,
when I
something
was
like
doing
that.
games design course.
I can see why
I was
Assassin's
working with a
Creed
load of
fans would be
concept
annoyed by
artists.
it. It does
So
seem kind
like,
of
if I ever
patronizing in a
wanted
way,
any artwork
especially
done, I
whenever
can
the
get it done
character
from
like
them.
the Yasuke is like,
So,
there's so much contention.
nice
right?
one for the
Even
offer
if, like,
though.
you think that he's like a samurai
First
or
year
whatever,
exit of the
there's
day.
a tremendous amount of contention about whether it's true or not. People saying El-Tay live in La La Land. Well, it's just, yeah, that's. I mean, look, it's just biology, right? I mean, I'm not. Look, I didn't go complain to God. Like, I didn't make it this way. I'm not. Look, I'm not fighting. I'm not trying to say this is the way it should be. Like, this is just the way it is. I mean, I don't know what to say. Anyway, most heroic thing about this trailer is they left the comment.
Fuck it. It is what it is till it ain't. Know what I mean? It is what it is till it ain't. There's still going to be virtue signaling, major companies trying to get brownie points for doing stupid shit. It just depends on whether the game's good. If the game's good, then that'll carry you. It's just a work of fiction. Just one of them. The thing that makes it fiction is the fact that they've used that character and they're trying to like apply him however the fuck they feel like. That's what makes it weird. So it's like, oh yeah, we can use this character to do this and yeah, but it's like you're actually supposed to be based on history. At one point, those games were supposed to be immersive. Fucking, don't even call it Assassin's Creed, I call it RPG Creed. Witcher Creed. Fucking poor man's Witcher Creed. That one's gonna be poor man's Ghost of Tsushima Creed. Odyssey was poor man's God of War Creed. The RPG Creed series. Back to it. Gotta get back to it. Gotta get back on the horse, get back on the grind. Told me the wire from my headphones was smoked. You know, I was like, what the fuck's that? Pad's already on one. Where are we? I don't even know where to put it. I need a fucking third monitor, you know. Fuck. Unintentional challenge run with this shitty ass pad, you know. Bruh, I can't even walk in the street. Unintentional challenge run. Unintentional challenge run. Testing.